Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Saeed Ali Madanavi. Welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we will briefly learn about spherical coordinates and then we will learn how we can evaluate triple integral in spherical coordinates. Spherical coordinates represents a point P in space by the order triplets rho, phi, and theta, where rho is the distance of this point from the origin, phi is the angle with positive z-axis, and theta is the angle from cylindrical coordinates. These are the transformation equations, and in spherical coordinates, we will take small differential volume element as dv is equal to rho square sine phi d rho d phi d theta. Now, we will learn how we can evaluate question number 24. We can solve question number 24, exercise 15.7, Thomas Calculus 12th edition book. In spherical coordinate system, our most inner variable is always rho, our center variable is always phi, and our most outer variable is always theta. Please note that in spherical coordinate system, this order is fixed. We will perform integration always first with respect to rho, then with respect to y, and then with respect to theta. Now the limits of rho are 0 to 1, limits of phi are 0 to pi, limits of theta are 0 to 3 pi by 2. Next, in order to start the process of integration, please note that with respect to rho, phi and sine cube of phi are constant. They remain as it is. We can take them outside of the integral and we can apply the rule of integration on rho cube with the help of this formula. X raised to power n dx, integration of x raised to power n dx is equal to x raised to power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. So integration of r rho cube is rho raised to power 4 over 4. In the next step, we will apply the limits by using fundamental theorem of calculus. So we have sine cube of phi 1 by 4. And this phi, which was the constant number, I have already taken it outside. So when we will divide 5 with 4, it becomes 5 by 4 for the limit 0 to 3 pi by 2, limit from 0 to pi, sine cube of phi d theta. Now, up till here we have completed the process of integration with respect to rho. Next we will integrate sine cube of phi with respect to phi. For this purpose, we can split sine cube into sine square into sine, and then we can replace sine square with the help of this identity as 1 minus cos square. So we have replaced sine square with 1 minus cos square into sine of phi. Then we will, in the next step, we will multiply sine phi with each term. So we have integral limit from 0 to pi sine phi plus integral from limit from 0 to pi cos square of phi into minus sine of phi. I have taken this negative sign with this sine of phi so that I can have derivative of sine phi, derivative of cos phi as minus sine phi here. And I can apply this integral here, this formula. That is, if you have a function with some power and derivative of function is available as a multiplier, you can integrate it as by adding 1 in the power of function and dividing with the same number. So here we have cos square of phi and the derivative of cos is minus sine of phi available here. We can apply this formula here. And in the first term, integral of sine will be minus cos. So applying the process of integration, integration of sine of phi is minus cos of phi for the limit 0 to pi. Integration of cos square will be cos cube over 3 for the given limit 0 to pi. In the next step, applying the limits upper limit minus lower limit, making the simplification 1 plus 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 3 and then minus 1 by 3 from here. Now all the terms are constant, we can take them outside and we can perform the integration of d theta for the limit 0 to 3 pi by 2 as theta. Making the simplifications and applying the limits, we have 4 and 4 will be cancelled out. So I have 5 over 3. And from here, when we apply the limits, we have 3 pi by 2 minus 0. So after this, we can multiply 5 by 3 with 3 pi by 2. So after simplification and cancellation, I have 5 pi by 2 as my answer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share this content with your fellows. Allah Hafiz.